Oh. Oh. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. Today, on this special day, the birthday of Sri Shanel Mahash, I bow to him. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. Today is a special day, the 10th moon, Dashami, in the bright fortnight, in the month of Pausha, the lunar month, which is dedicated to Surya. The ancient tradition, it's a description. Because of some mistake committed by Shamba, the son of Lord Krishna, he suffered from leprosy, karma. And how to get cured and healed, it is said that he was sent to Konark and he meditated there on Lord Sun, Surya, and he was healed. So this day today is to commemorate the day of healing because of this sun god, Surya. So in Odisha, it is a very popular celebration at every home. We all are living in this world. The world is a hospital. You'll say, what? World is a hospital? The world is a hospital. And the doctor is the guru. The guru is the doctor. Everyone is suffering. Everyone is suffering. You'll tell, really? Yes. Why did you come here? If you had no suffering, you are content, happy, peaceful, blissful, joyful, why did you come here? This suffering which everybody has, It is because of not knowing who am I, not knowing why I am here on this earth. मैंने क्यों पैदा हुआ, किसी लिए आया, कहाँ जाऊंगा? You were all chanting Bhaja Govindam very melodiously. Chant melodiously. That is not enough. We have to live. We have been discussing since yesterday the verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Sparsan krutva bahirvaishyam chakshuschaivantare bhrubho pranapano samau krutva nasabhyantaracharino bahisparsan bahyasparsan bahikrutva. The word is sparsa. It has a couple of meanings. Two meanings I will give to you. Sparsa means contact. I touch it. This is sparsa. I touched here. Touching, contact. But the other meaning of sparsa here, it is said in plural, sparsan. The objects. The entire world is the world of objects, objective world. I look at you, you are touching me, I am touching you through look. I am speaking, the words are hitting your brain, touching you. Sabda, sparsa, rupa, rasa, gandha. Sound, smell, touch, taste, and so on. These are the objects. And these are external. They're useful. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is telling, in another place, that dukkha yonaya. What is the verse? Yehi sansparsaja bhogaha dukkha yonaya. Any enjoyment, pleasure, that we obtain through this sansparsaja bhoga, through this contact, through these objects, they are the source of miseries. Source of miseries. You will tell Rasgulla is very nice. Yes, it is good. It is bhoga. Bhoga, roga. Bhoga means pleasure leads to problems. This is the problem. Here when the Lord is telling, sparsan krutva bahirvaishyam chakshusaiva antare bhrubho, in between the two eyebrows, Sri Gurudev said, go 3 inches inside, not just here, penetrate. Prana panau samau krutva, prana and apana. Prana and apana. Here, prana and apana, I will tell Gurudev's interpretation. Gurudev said, apana is inhalation, prana is exhalation. You'll say, many people, those who explain Bhagavad Gita, they said prana is inhalation, apana is exhalation. Gurudev said, come. And those who are yogis, they accept it. Why it is apana? Pana means drinking. Apana means not yet taken, means pure. It is a common expression when a person dies, prana tyaga, Prana, tyaga. Tyaga means exhalation is death. So when one dies, exhales. So that is prana, giving up. Giving up life is exhalation. So prana is exhalation, apana is inhalation. Samau krutva nasa abhyantara charinau. The breath should be regulated in such a way, the breath will be just moving inside the nostril. The Lord is telling. That is what short breath is. In the language of Sri Gurudev, you will not feel warm air coming out of your nostril. It comes through practice. Sri Gurudev said, he spoke on breath so much. Breath, 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 breath. In the yogic scriptures, it is said, we have discussed again to refresh our mind, chale vate chalat chittam nischale nischalam bhavet yogi sthanuttam apnoti tato vayoho nirodhayet. Chale vate chalam chittam. Chale vate, when the breath is restless, chale vate chalam chittam, the mind is restless. People speak of restless mind, restless mind, restless mind. Yes, restless mind. How to control it? Here is the art. The masters are telling, nischale, nischalo bhavet. When the breath is restless, the mind is restless, vice versa. To control mind is difficult, but to control breath is easy. To control breath is easy. If I tell, hold your breath for 2 seconds, you can easily hold. 3 seconds, you can easily hold. So it is easy. If I tell, stop thinking for few seconds, difficult. But regulate your breath, regulate your breath. And what happens in the life of sadhakas, they want quick results. And not only quick result, they don't want to work hard. They want good result. The modern life is crazy life and lazy life. Remember, you'll tell, why lazy you are telling? People are working hard. No, they want lazy means very quick. I don't want to cook, the food should be on my table. Telephone. Who will buy vegetable? Who will go for grocery? Who will cook? Who will clean the plate? They will bring in some container, use and throw. No need to clean. So modern life is crazy life and lazy life. Spiritual life is busy life, active, dynamic. That is needed. When the yogis knew that mind and breath are correlated, in the second line it is said, yogis sthanuttam apnoti. Through regulating breath, the body becomes still, the breath becomes regulated, the look is still, the mind is still, sthanutto. Sthanutto means stillness, steadiness, firmness. Somebody says, I want to be happy, but I can't. I don't want to be angry, but anger overpowers me. I don't want to be upset. I'm becoming upset. Why? Because you have some problem and you have to deal it. Nobody will work for you. You have to be careful every moment. There is an expression, jagarane bhayam nasti. Jagarane bhayam nasti. Those who are alert and awake have no fear. Those who are alert and awake have no fear. Eternal vigilance is price of liberty. Have you heard about it? Eternal vigilance is price of liberty. I read in my school days, maybe a proverb. To be vigilant all the time. Eternal vigilance. Tato vayum nirodhayat. So learn the art of controlling the breath. We all are practicing Kriya Yoga. You came and stayed here for 7 days. Little bit practice you did, but that is not enough. That is not enough. Again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. So long as, do you know what happens? Yesterday, somebody asked, what are the obstacles? Among the obstacle, one is, even if one attains some state, one has to maintain that state. If one cannot maintain, suppose I got some money. If I don't manage money properly, it will be lost. I have seen many people in the worldly life, they achieved lots of success, then complete downfall. I've seen it. Because they don't know how to manage it. In spiritual life, the same thing. If I experienced little peace, calmness, how to maintain it? Again to rise. Then how to maintain it? Stabilize. Again to rise. Again. And there is one saying that one person wanted to plow the land, tilling the land. Here in India, we used bullock oxen for plowing. I have heard, I have not seen, in West they used horse. They used horse, I have heard. I have not seen. But here I grew up in the village, the bullocks. And somebody wanted to plow the land with the elephants. Do you know what happens? As much you plow, the same thing will be, because the elephant is big. So that is what the sadhana of many people. They work hard, but the result is zero. Tato vayoho nirodhayat. Therefore, learn the art of regulating breath. These verses are often quoted by Sri Gurudev. Sri Gurudev said, do you know, people speak of sense organs. They're turbulent. It's very easy way to regulate the sense organs. He said, Indriyanam manonathaha. Indriyanam manonathaha. Natha means the master. Mind is the master of the senses. In Kathopanishad it is said, 3 together they enjoy. What are the 3 together? Atma, Indriya, Mana, Yukta. Bhoktaha. Atma, the soul should be there. Without the power, no. The mind should be there. And the sense organ, 3 together. Suppose sense organs are not cooperating, even the mind wants, it will not, you know, many people in the old days, they want to enjoy anything. Old age, sense organs are not cooperating. Mind wants what to do. Mind wants, but senses are not cooperating. So 3 together. So mind and sense organs. The soul is there. The sense organs are there. For example, you are sitting here, looking at the teacher, but if your mind is somewhere, Even the teacher is telling, watch your breath, nothing is entering it into your ears, you are not hearing anything. So the master of the senses is the mind. Indriyana manonathaha, manonathastu marutaha. Who is the master of the mind? The breath. Manonathastu marutaha. Now, next comes Marutanam layam nathaha. Marutanam layam nathaha. Laya is concentration or control. So, concentration and control, the art of concentration and controlling is the master of the breath. How to know that you are really proceeding in the path of breath control or mind control? Salayaha nadam asritaha. One who is listening to sound day and night. Again, the question mark. Some people listen to sound. It comes. It appears. Maybe because of some accident or something happened, or some people hear. And they go to the doctor. I'm hearing sound. So disturbing. I can't sleep. It's very irritating. Doctor says, okay, we'll do some test. Do not. I'm not criticizing doctors. Poor doctors, what will do? Do this test, do that test. I went to the doctor, myself. I said, I'm telling it is nearly 20 years ago. I complained of hard of hearing. And they took me, they do all tests. It was in USA. The doctor was a professor, and they call head and neck surgery. So, and also a disciple. He took me and he did all the tests. He said, Baba, now you are in 40s, but your ears and everything, it is in 20s. I don't think you have hearing problem. I said, I have problem. He said, no. I said, what do you mean? I have problem in hearing in this year. He said, maybe you don't want to hear people. Can you imagine? Even now, I have to hear so much of dirty things, negative things. Oh, you can't imagine what to do. This is a guru business. On one hand, they tell, I'm sorry to take so much of your time, and I'm dumping so much on you, and you have to take time, give time. I'm sorry. Very easy to tell, sorry. However, Salayaha Nadam Asrita, those people, those who cannot know what it is. Some people came to me. I told, why do you dislike this sound? He said, I said, just like it. He said, I should like this disturbing sound. I said, because you don't know what this sound is. It is really a grace. Really? I said, yes, it is really a grace. I didn't know. I said, that is the problem. He said, what shall I do? You just listen to it. You close your ears and listen to it. Just love it. It's call of God. Do you know what happened? Those who really followed it, just loving it, it disappeared. They said, it disappeared. Now I am not able to hear. I said, you disliked before, so karma. Really, there is no medical cure. They call it trouble is tinnitus. They tell, so it has no, they give a name, but what it is. Blessed are those who listen to this sound, and only listening is not enough. Again, I'm telling. You will tell them, combine with the sound, Om or your own Ishta mantra. You will tell, I'm sitting with eyes closed, sound is there. It is not just sound, it is continuous Om sound. Just like we are chanting Om, continuously, not continuously, for a few seconds, as a flow. Here it is non-stop. Non-stop Om sound. Mind and breath. It is said, Mano yatra viliyeta, Mano yatra viliyeta, Pavanas tatra liyate. Pavana liyate yatra, Manas tatra viliyate. What does it mean? It is said, Mano yatra viliyeta. When mind is dissolving, Pavana tatra liyate. Breath will naturally stop. Do you know the path of knowledge, path of yoga, it is all one. There is nothing. Really, those who do this Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, reflecting upon what one is listening. Suppose Aham Brahmasmi. And it is not just mental thinking, I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahman. No, Brahman is absolute, omnipresent. I am omnipresent. I am not this body. I am beyond this body because body is finite. When one goes like this, those who follow the path of knowledge, they will also achieve the similar state. The breath will stop. Even those who sing, if they sing with love, because it is also breath control, the breath will stop, one will be in samadhi. I have seen a person, his name is, he's no more, Swami Nada Brahmananda Saraswati. He was the court musician of King of Mysore. He renounced everything and became a monk. He was the disciple of Swami Sri Shivanandaji of Rishikesh. And he knew most of the classical instruments he knew. He will be playing on tabla, samadhi. Playing tabla. So he didn't know so much of English. Yes, no, very good, like this. And he traveled all over the world. He himself was looking very majestic. And he had this state of samadhi. Playing on music, state of samadhi. Mano yatra viliyeta, pavanas tatra liyate. When the mind dissolves, breath dissolves, disappears. So, pavana liyate yatra, manas tatra viliyate, the reverse. When breath is regulated and slowly dissolving and disappearing, mind is also disappearing. So that is why Sri Gurudev said, breath and mind, they are correlated and causally connected. Correlated and causally connected with cause and effect. We have been practicing Kriya Yoga, in which year Narottam Baba you got initiated? He was initiated in the year 1976. Prasant Baba? 1982. 1982. They all are from, Prasant Baba is the nephew of Sri Gurudev. He is Gurudev's youngest, the only youngest sister's youngest son and the youngest nephew in Sri Gurudev's family. So the thing is, time is passing. Time is passing. Practice. That is why Sri Lahiri Mahash said, Hardam laga rahore bhai, banat banjai. There is one Upanishad. Its name is Varaha Upanishad. It's not small. It's quite few chapters and a lot of mantras. In Varaha Upanishad, it is said that because we are going to wind up our discussion. It is his, the mantra is Durlabho Vishaya Tyaga. Durlabho Vishaya Tyagaha. Durlabham Tattva Darsanam. Durlabham Tattva Darsanam. Durlabha Sahaja Avastha. Durlabha Sahaja Avastha. Sadguruho Karuna Vina. Sadguruho Karuna Vina. It here to say three things to attain. One is Durlabho Vishayo Tyagaha. It is extremely rare to be free from the pull, attraction, attachment, allurement of sense objects. It's very difficult. And one who is in that state is really very, very rare. Durlabho Vishaya Tyagaha. Do you know what is Vishaya? Vishaya is simple, that translates sense object. So Pancha Indriya, Pancha Vishayas. Five sense organs, five sense objects. Vishaya is the sense object. The Vishaya, this word, Vishesena Shinoti Iti. That which is specially binding you, you are in bondage. Somebody was asking the other day, attachment. Attachment. You just think how this attachment comes. Once the mind gets little bit, there was a Rishi, and he did little mistake. Life mistake, it is okay. The mistake was little downfall. He had a baby boy, and he decided that this baby boy, I will raise it, because one who gave birth was no more there to take care of this human boy. I will take care of this boy in such a way, the mistake which I committed, the boy will not commit. Trained him, meditated, and that boy really grew up without any knowledge of anything in the world, only God, spirituality, nothing else. Father and the son living in the forest. Father goes to meditate somewhere, the son is in the cottage, but son is equally powerful. In the neighboring kingdom, there was drought, famine, and no rain for years. People were suffering. The king was very benevolent. Then he was consulting with the ministers what to do. Then they said, there is a Rishi, young Rishi. He has the ability, wherever he will go, it will rain. Or if he invokes, it will rain. But it's very difficult to bring him. He is very well protected and guarded by his father. This thing was heard by a court dancer or a courtesan, a royal prostitute. She said, I will take risk of my life, but I will try. So in a nice pleasure boat with few beautiful ladies, handsome, pretty, and musical instruments, delicious food, everything, and they, with the river, they went into the forest. They located the cottage, the hermitage. They located when the father is going to meditate, observed, and then they came to. Do you know what happened? They started playing with him a little bit and playing music and singing. He has never seen anybody else, any woman. He has never seen. one who never saw a woman, one who never tasted anything delicious. They had all delicious food. What is this? Are you from heaven? Are you the Apsaras? Is this food coming from heaven? He has never tasted all this. And then they took him to the boat, and when the father came, found that the hermitage is empty, cottage is empty, the door open, and he knew what has happened. Do you know what happens with the rishis? They realize, okay, it was to happen, let it happen. This morning I was reading a book. The book is about life of Vishwamitra. You know, says Vishwamitra. Yoga Yatri Vishwamitra. What was the name? Something like this. Yoga Yatri Vishwamitra. So how, it is very well written book. Odia, it's like nice story. The father of the king. The king had his daughter, no son. Daughter is young, youthful, and daughter is quite efficient, capable of ruling the kingdom. The king was content. All right, this daughter will take care of my kingdom. And she was sitting in the court and observing everything, helping the father. One day there in the court, they heard that a great Rishi has, young but very spiritually powerful, he has come. So immediately the king welcomed him, offered the seat, and then he said, tell me, O Rishi, why did you come? Is there any purpose? He said, no, just I was passing by this kingdom, so I thought, I'll see you. There was nothing. Then he looked at this young princess. He felt something in his heart. He said, do you know, O king, if you don't mind, I want to marry your daughter. Then the king thought, oh God, is my daughter, what he was projecting about his daughter and all this, so pretty, and will marry this Rishi, will sleep on the ground, will eat the fruits and roots. How she will survive in the forest? On the other hand, if he says no, he has fear. Because they're powerful. They can, if he becomes upset and curses. This young princess knew the father's mind. He came to the father and told, don't be upset. I want to marry. Offer me. They got married. So king told that now you are married and ceremony was over. Can I not stay for some time at my palace? Because he was not willing to give the daughter to. He stayed for some time. Then he decided to leave. Enough, I have to go. But how can the king is not willing to give the daughter back? And it is not good to send him alone and keeping daughter here because she's married. The mother and the daughter, they had discussion. The mother said, why don't you ask? Give me a son. I can live with the son. You can go and meditate. He said, it sounds good. Then said, can you not tell that? Because the mother had no male child. Tell your husband, means the son-in-law, to bless us with 2 children. You will have a son and I will have a son and we'll take care of the children. The Rishi agreed. He did the special yajna and he prepared 2 special charu, some special food. And one charu, one will eat, will have a very bright, brilliant, powerful spiritual Brahmin. The other one will have equally bright and brilliant, powerful king. Don't know what happened. This ceremony is done, 2 pots. The Rishi called the wife and told, these are two pots. And this pot is for your mother, this pot is for you. And he told what is what. So, but you both should have ceremonial bath and then come back and take food. So she went, the daughter took the two pots and placed it and told the mother, this pot is for you, this pot is for me. And the mother thought, this mother, daughter, so mother thought maybe because she's the wife, he might have special charu for his wife, not so special for me. What she did, she came quickly, exchanged, and she took the charu for designated for the daughter, and the daughter came and innocently took the other one. Then both became, going to be mother. So when both are going to be mothers, the Rishi saw from their appearance, because when they carry the baby, there's some changes which the gynecologists cannot know. They can know what is going on in the baby's body, but the Rishi saw, the Rishi talked to the wife. He said, do you know, something has happened. This thing has happened, but it is will of God. You will be giving birth. Your Rishi's wife means Brahmin. Instead of giving a Brahmin boy, your son will be a very powerful warrior. And your mother, who would have a prince, who would have ruled the kingdom, she will have a boy who will be extremely powerful spiritually. So this is the beginning of the life of the father of Vishwamitra, this story. Why I'm telling, you'll think of the other Rishi who never saw life at all, just meditation. And then what happened? In spiritual life, this thing happens. Even some people get little benefit or little progress. With little progress, they start telling, oh, this is happening to me. Start talking about this, which is not good. Or using little bit of their, okay, I can teach you, sit down, meditate. I know, but I myself do not know so much, and I am blind, I want to lead another blind. Again, what happens? People might think this is enough. Can you imagine Sri Gurudev is telling, real meditation begins after realization. Real meditation begins after realization. And if this is the statement of a realized master, where are we? Are we really meditating? Are we really sincere in our practice? Durlabho Vishaya Tyagaha. It is very difficult, rare to get rid of the attachment towards the sense organs, sense objects. There is need for a lot of discipline. Durlabham Tattvadarsanam. Durlabham Tattvadarsanam. Tattvadarsanam means to be steady in the state of knowledge. I am that. Tat to. Tat ton. Tat means that. Everything is that. First do you know what happens? First to practice. If everything is God, when I look at you, but I'll mentally remember God's presence. I don't like somebody. Oh God, it is you in him or her. Why can't I love that person? I'm disliking him means I'm disliking you. Do you know what happens? Our mind, because of some happening, because of our mind's preferences and choices, we have developed a strong sense of likes and dislikes. There was one old monk who is no more. We are very close and friendly to each other. He asked me, I was young. I'm telling you, we developed our friendship exactly 25 years ago. For 11 years, he said, tell me, will I be free in this life or not? I said, I have doubt. I said, why? He said, I told you have a strong sense of likes and dislikes, too much judgmental. He stopped for a moment. He said, then? I said, this. Why you are too much critical about everything? This is this. That's true. Ragadvesa. Ragadvesa, liking, disliking. Durlabham tattvadarsanam. Vasudeva sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabham. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is telling that Mahatma, the noble person, who can perceive divinity in all, everywhere. The first is to remember. I'll remember. Then it comes to perception. It doesn't come overnight. And many people, they want, I should have this. No, not so easy. Durlabha sahaja avastha. We have discussed about the state of sahaja. Durlabha sahaja avastha. Easy and natural, spontaneous state of divinity, effortless. But through practice, suppose somebody is dancing, learning dancing in the beginning, how much effort? But then it becomes natural. Those who sing, in the beginning, how much effort? Then it is natural. Sahaja avastha, practice. Through practice, one will achieve this state. Sadguru, but how to achieve? Apart from effort, here there is a condition in Baraha Upanishad, Sadguru Karuna Vina, without the grace of the Guru. Without the grace of the Guru. Then you will tell them what to do. How to get the grace of the Guru? Is there any method? Just to follow. Follow with faith. Follow with love. As today is the last class, somebody asked, what are the obstacles? Then I asked Mr. Paripurna. I told, what did you talk in satsang? He said, I talked about those. Sarvhi yoga vinasyati. But in the beginning, Atyahara prayasasya prajalpa niyama graha jana sangam cha laulyam cha sarvhi yoga vinasyati. Utsahat sahasat dharjat and so on. So I said, already you taught them and they're asking what are the obstacles? What did you teach? Did they understand or not? Do you know, there are few other obstacles. Yesterday somebody asked, that's why I thought it is good to discuss. One is vyadhi, sickness. Sickness is an obstacle. You'll tell what to do. First know why sickness comes to you and be careful. If I'm sick, what to do? If I'm sick, I'll intensify love, prayer more to God. Sickness, for that, whatever doctors and others advise, I will follow for the sickness, but the real intense prayer and meditation to God, more and more. Who knows? So there are 6, 7 obstacles I will mention here. One is vyadhi. Vyadhi, in the yogic language, it comes to people because of dhatu, rasa, and karana vaishamya. Dhatu is, in the body is made of Sapta dhatus, 7 elements, 3 vital, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 3 vital principles. Because of that, the body becomes sick. Then it is said, Rasa. Rasa is because of one's own lifestyle and food habit. One's own lifestyle and food habit. The third is Karana Vaishamya, Karana, the organs, misuse or abuse of sense organs. Here, sense organs also includes mind. A person whose mind is in negative way, one will be sick. Negative thought makes a person sick. Positive thought, cheerfulness, drives disease away. Those who are cheerful, loving, and positive, they get quickly healed. So, the next one is called as sthana. Very difficult to find the appropriate English word. It is, in Sanskrit, it is chittasya akarmanyata. The mind is lack of spirit, lack of enthusiasm. A sadhaka or sadhika should be always full of spirit. I felt, suppose Vishwamitra, I was talking of Vishwamitra. The author of that story, or it is, from Mahabharata, Ramayana, you'll find his name quite often. And it is, and he was not a Brahmin. He became a Brahmin. He passed through all the temptations, obstacles. As a warrior, he had, anger, ego, jealousy, everything, passion. He fought with every weaknesses. Every weakness he fought. Fell down, again stood up, again fighting. That is what sadhana is. So, sthana, chittasya akarmanyata, the inertia of mind, inertia of inner instrument. One should know, I have to. Mind is not cooperating, but I will rule over mind. I will get up. Mind is telling lie down. No, I will sit down. To fight with the mind. Pramada. Pramada is doubt, lack of faith. Pramada is doubt or lack of faith. Lack of faith in what? Lack of faith. Faith is Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Shraddha. Guru Shastra Vakyeshu Shraddha. Faith is acceptance of scripture and the teachings of the teacher without any confusion, with clarity. This is this. Suppose it is said, Gurudev said, regulate your breath. We find in the scripture it is said, regulate your breath. I'll practice it. No doubt. Once I found the path, I will not make any compromise in my practice. I'll stick to it. Pramada, alasya. Alasya is laziness, procrastination. Alasya. Abhirati. Abhirati. Not to refrain yourself from sense allurement. Not to refrain yourself, not to control yourself from old habit. The old habit will tell, this is good. So, to withdraw yourself gradually from the sense objects, intelligently, with right understanding, this is moderation. And remember, for everybody, Buddha said, Kamanara Vinasa, killing, destroying desire. Spiritual masters say, don't think of this. Put a ceiling. I need money, but how much? I need clothes, how much? I need to, so if you put it, I need to eat, but how much? Because you will tell, I'm living in family, I have to work, yes, but how much? So if you are clear in family life, wife and husband, if they discuss, we need this much, that is enough. Why many people in this modern world, they're running, working, earning a lot, but they don't know what to do. So this is abhirati, not to regulate or refrain yourself from sense objects and sense enjoyment, pleasure. Alabdha bhumikatva, frustration. Frustration, alabdha bhumikatva, bhumika, labdha bhumika, alabdha bhumikatva, yoga bhumi. Yoga bhumi, the state of samadhi, state of realization. Alabdha, I have been meditating for so many years. What happened? Nothing. One was breaking the stone, hitting, striking. All day I have been one. He stopped it. Another person came and one stroke broke. He could have broken it in another striking, but he stopped it. Frustration in life. That is why Sadhi Yoga Prasiddhyati Utsahat Sahasat Paryat Utsaha. I will. Udyama Utsaha. Udyama means enterprising, entrepreneurship, effort. Utsaha, cheerfulness, full of spirit. I will do it. Anavasthitatva. After attaining some state, again to downfall. That is what I told you a little ago. That is called as anavasthitatva. Downfall from the whatever you have attained. That is why there is one word called as yoga vrasta. Yoga vrasta, deviated. So, with this much of discussion, let us sum up. These 7 days we have been discussing about prana. Prana is God. And God as prana is called as Mahaprana. God as prana is called as Mahaprana. Prana in the body is the soul. Prana in the body is soul. Soul is sthira prana. Soul is sthira prana. Prana as breath. Prana as breath. This is spandita prana, chanchala prana. Through breath, to know breath, through breath control, to reach the state of still breath. Teaching of Sri Lahidi Mahashaya in a poetic way. Devta jodi dekhte chao, sthir bayur kache jao. If you want to see God, perceive divinity, regulate your breath and let your breath be still. And it is not just theory, it is the means to reach, means is practice. Hardam laga raho re bhai, banat ban jai, every breath, again and again I forgot, again I do know. One honest confession. If you look at this lineage of masters, they're really great. Each one. You just think, Sri Lahidi Mahashaya and his disciples, how many disciples? All were householders. Few monks who came, as monks they came to be initiated. Like Balananda Brahmachari, like Swami Bhaskaranandji, like Swami Kesavananda, few, as monks they came. Swami Sri Yukteswarji, he was a householder. There are many. Swami Pranavananda, he was householder. So many great householders and monastics. How? Because they followed and practiced very faithfully. He has told it, we'll do it. Without practice. If you think of Sri Yukteswarji, how many? So many monastics, householders, so many. But do you know what is happening? It might be the impact of age, the time factor, or we the disciples, we just want easy life. We don't want to work on ourselves sincerely. I will change myself, nothing else. I'm a householder, I'll be a good householder, but no compromise with my practice. That is, and if we take, casually, sometimes, as I told you, I tell, close your eyes, I ask how many are meditating every day, 2 times. There are people, those who are meditating. It is not, there are. Even in the West also, you can't imagine, I've seen people, those who really meditate, everything changes. There is a person, I'll not tell the person, he was holding a very big position. He got initiated into Kriya Yoga, I'm telling in West, 1995, 1995, now it is 29 years ago, 28 years ago, 29. Oh God, one can feel that that person is meditating. Peaceful, joyful. Gurudev had a disciple. She was a doctor in the West. When she came to India in 1980s, she knew few words. Yes, no, very good. Yes, no. Yes. That's all. Gurudev told me, do you know that mother doesn't know English? You should look after her. You should see that she's fed properly. She goes for food and all this. I was taking care of her. Very kind-hearted, nice mother. When I went to West, she was coming to the program. Then she stayed for some time in my ashram. And Gurudev was sometimes very tough with people. Very tough. People, do you know what happens? People hear the story of Gurudev from us. Sometimes they think that Gurudev was very, no, you don't know. Gurudev was real tough with her many times. So then she later on started living in her own country. I went to her to see her, only to see her. When I, old days meditating, she was just like a full-bloomed rose. So much of purity, so much of kindness, so much of love, so much of compassion you can feel in her presence. She's no more. Meditating, people are meditating. Not asking which Kriya, this, that. I should have become a teacher, I should have taught people. Nothing. Just, it is really adorable to see people are meditating. But we came here, stayed for 7 days, meditating. But with what spirit will go back? That is in your hand. Let us close our eyes. With deep love, let us think of God and Sri Gurudev. Today, on the birthday of Sri Shanel Mahash, let us think of him. Let us pray to God and Gurudev. O God, O Gurudev, I am your child. I will be your worthy child. I know my weakness and I know my strength. I know I have the ability, I will change myself. Not I'll change myself. From now I am changing. putting my effort. I will not look back. I'm in the middle of the battle to fight with all my negativities. I'll stand straight and eliminate all the vices. Who knows the next breath? I'll spend every breath with deep love. Bless me. I am yours and you are mine. Let us chant. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pasyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to Sri Shanel Mahash on his birthday. I bow to Sri Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. I pray for peace, prosperity, and progress everywhere. Om. Amen. Thank you all.